Animals Do What by the NSPCA is aiming to give a voice to the voiceless animals who contribute so much to our lives every day. You can tag the National Council of SPCA with an emoji and use their hashtag for a bit of fun about how animals influence us on a daily basis. Joining me live via Zoom, always a pleasure, spokesperson for the NSPCA, Keshvi Nair. Hello, Keshvi. Good to speak to you again. It seemed like such a clever and cute idea to make us all think about the animals who don't have a voice. If you are someone who's been in my house with 5 cats, I can assure you they have lots to say to me. But for those who don't know what this is about, tell me about the campaign.
Hi, Gareth. Okay, so the NSPCA launched a campaign called Animals Do What? And what this campaign aims to achieve is to bring awareness to how animals, regardless of their shape or size, all animals, how they've contributed to the human world. And it's not just domestic animals, it's not just your dogs and cats, it's all animals, it's wild animals, farm animals, insects. They've all played a role in our day-to-day lives, and some of them have even contributed to some of mankind's most life-changing inventions. And although this is a very light-hearted and fun campaign, it also plays a very big role, or an important role, in educating the public on just how much animals do for us every single day. So yeah, it's a pretty cool campaign.
What has been some of the standout ones that you've seen so far? I'm sure some people coming up with some very cute ones. Anything stood out for you?
Well, I'll give you a few of my favorite facts that I've read, and one of them is that an elephant's trunk has inspired the invention of a flexible robotics arm, or that rats, I know many people are not very fond of rats, but rats can be used to detect bombs such as landmines, or the fact that a cat's purr has been proven to have a therapeutic healing effect on humans' bones and muscles, and that's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, I can vouch for that one. I've got 5 of them. Their purring puts me to sleep. It's like a superpower. I'm seeing one here, Keshvi, a woodpecker's shock-absorbing beak. I didn't know this. A woodpecker's shock-absorbing beak has inspired the design of a football helmet that reduces concussions. We know it's quite a big issue in the NFL as well. So if anybody wants to get involved in this, I'm seeing the NSPCA South Africa Twitter account putting out a lot of these. What are you asking people to do with this? If they're watching now, they want to jump on their cell phone, what are you asking them to do?
So basically how it works is you can tweet the NSPCA's Twitter account, which is at @NSPCA_SA, and you can tweet them any emoji. We've written 3,147 facts that link the emoji that you will send to a fact about how the animal has contributed. So you can send any fact to the NSPCA Twitter account at @NSPCA_SA, along with the hashtag Animals Do What, and we will send you a fact that links your emoji to what the animal has done. And I mean, another thing that this campaign does is it shows you how much animals have done for the animal world. And because they've done so much for us and will continue to do for us, I'm sure, well into the future, because of how much they've done, isn't it time that we do something for them? And I mean, Gareth, this can range from anything. This can range from just being a kind human being and not supporting, I don't know, circuses that use animals for entertainment, right up until donating to the National Council of SPCAs, which has 8 operational units that work every single day toward protecting animals and uplifting their welfare. So that's basically what this campaign is about.
I imagine it's going to go even further, though, Keshvi, as well. If you look at what this kind of messaging you're putting out actually does show, it's all about the respecting of animals and the interdependence. Actually, they're not just pets. They're not something we just look at when we go to the Kruger National Park. There is an interdependence between ourselves and our pets and wildlife, isn't there? And I imagine what you're trying to get out of this is respect for your pet, no matter how small and fluffy.
Exactly. It aims to include all animals and to show people how all animals, no matter their size, no matter their shape, no matter what they are, whether it's a huge elephant or a teeny tiny butterfly, every single one of them has contributed and will continue to contribute to the betterment of the human world. And that is why we should respect them and we should protect them.
Just very quickly, I just want to read this last, and I'm going to ask you about your winter drive to try and support SPCA's microscopic barbs. Didn't know that. I'm reading this on Twitter. The microscopic barbs at the end of a porcupine, the barbs at the end of a porcupine quill have inspired shorter and smaller surgical staples used during surgery. It's fascinating. Keshvi, before you go, I want to ask you this. How's winter looking for you? Cold up here in Joburg. As part of doing this is to donate to support animals. So let's not lose that messaging quickly. What is it looking like for SPCA? What do you need?
Well, it is obviously very freezing. It's cold everywhere. And I think one thing that we always try to reiterate to the public, a lot of the public always considers the animals in our shelters, which is very thoughtful, and we're very grateful for that. But the one thing that I think the public misses is that the SPCAs, all SPCAs, go out into especially indigent areas, and we try to help the people in those areas and their animals. And again, what societies need will vary according to each society. But if we're speaking specifically to winter, it will obviously be blankets, monetary donations, so that that society can get whatever it is that they need for their society. But for winter, yes, blankets will be very important, food, and anything. We'll be very grateful for anything. And those things will not only be used at the SPCA itself, but it will go out when we do outreaches into indigent areas and impoverished communities and help those animals and those people.
And that's how we can assist the SPCA this time of year. This is my last one, I promise, Keshvi. I promise my team is the last one I'm going to read. Tweeting at Barack Obama, former U.S. president, did you know that that Hurricane was a top secret service dog, actually stopped an intruder from getting into the White House back in 2014 or thereabouts? Well, this is good fun on the SPCA Twitter account. I know what I'm doing while Nicole Kent is going to be doing sport. Keshvi Nair from the SPCA, thank you very much indeed. Go look for that Twitter account. And also the hashtag animals do what? It's fascinating. You can just scroll for hours.